Today we will talk about a new topic, large numbers in practice. Okay. In early days, the people, when we measure the things like pencil or blackboard, whatever, when we measure, we used centimeter, no, for a ruler. If you take a ruler, here they are mentioned centimeters. It's a unit of length. If you want to measure a pencil length, how you can measure? Using a ruler. Okay, so suppose if you want to measure the what is this thickness of a pencil, we can't use ruler. Thickness means that we have to find if we take chalk, no, so we can measure the length, means that this long distance we can measure using ruler. It's a 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter like this. But the thickness we can measure using ruler. We need some lowest, means less calculation, means measurement things for millimeter. No, so now we will discuss about that for how to measure short distance, long distance. So I told you, when you measure a pencil or small things, books or whatever may be that books length, okay, the pencil length, or the small things we can measure using centimeter. So that the unit we call as a cm, unit of length. Okay, so centimeter is the unit of length. So cm we can call as centimeter. Okay, we call as cm. So cm means centimeter. Okay, so when we measure the books and pencils or a table, chair, small things, when we measure, we use as a centimeter. Then after that, if we want to measure the thickness of the pencil, then that time we don't want to use centimeter, we need millimeter, means mm. So that time we use the millimeter is the smallest measurement of the centimeter. So mm is the smallest one. So when we measure the pencil thickness, we use the mm, it's a millimeter. Okay. So first of all, so how many centimeter is equal to 1 millimeter? Means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. See, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter means, now you know, like this in a ruler, like this, no, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. This is the 1 centimeter, no, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, like this. Here 2. So this is the 1 centimeter from this distance to this distance. We call as 1 centimeter. Okay. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. So we can, when we say in millimeter, so 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. You know, this is 1 centimeter. In ruler, you already see this is 1 centimeter. So in when you say in millimeter, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. So then second one, then 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter for how to say, for if you have any big table, so if you want to measure that, so we can use meter. So how we can measure? Then 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Okay. Then if you meter is small, so see, suppose example, if you want to measure from our school building whole distance, our whole school building from beginning to end, how much distance? If you measure using the scale, it will take more time, no? Yes or no? See, if you want to find out the distance of your school building, if you use scale, it will take more time. So that time we will use meter. Meter means 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, no? So that we can easily, we can find quickly, we can measure the distance of the school building like this. Okay, suppose we want to measure from Maharashtra to Karnataka distance, some example, or else Nanded to Pune distance. If you use scale or whatever, maybe that meter, no, it will take. If you use that, it will take more days, no. So that time we will use the kilometer. What is that? Kilometer is the biggest measurement of compared to meter. So how many meters is equal to 1 kilometer? 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. So when we measure the long distance, like one state to another state, or one district to another district, or one panchayat to another panchayat, this long distance, when you want to measure, we will use the another measurement things for kilometer. It's a 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So it's the longest distance compared than meter. Okay. We talk about when we measure a distance. I told you, when we measure small things like pencil, book, we used as a centimeter, like a ruler. Okay. So we used as ruler when we measure the smaller things. Then very small things, when we measure the thickness of that pencil, chalk piece, then we use as a millimeter or mm. So that when we measure the building length, okay, then classroom length, that time we used as a meter. Meter is used to measure the building height, and then building distance, classroom length. So we can use meter. Then when we measure the one district to another district, then state, one state to another state, we use it as a kilometer. Then meter, compared to meter, kilometer is the then largest measurement unit, you know. So we use as a kilometer like this. So first we use small things, millimeter, then centimeter, then after that meter, after that kilometer, yes, we can as m also, meter, M-E-T-R, meter like this. Okay. Then after that, now when we go to market, if you purchase any rice or wheat, whatever it be, we have to measure using grams and kilograms. So kilograms we use as a unit kg. So when we purchase 1 kg or 2 kg wheat or 3 kgs wheat, then these kind of things we use as a, we measure as the kg, say kilogram. Okay. So suppose if you purchase if you purchase a chili or ginger, we will not purchase lot, means kilo. We use as a grams, no. So that time we use the gram G, chili, ginger, for your when you are making curry, no. So that time we did not purchase kilogram. Chili we have to purchase kilo, 1 kilo, 2 kilo, like this. We use only grams, no. So that time we use as a grams. So these are the weight when we purchase this kind of things. We use kilogram and gram. So how many grams is equal to 1 kilogram? No, 1000 grams. So 1000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Okay. So 1000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. Okay. So 1000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. This is a very useful unit. So please listen. Then second one, when we use suppose if you have a bucket of water, you want to know how much water is there. So is there 20 liter, 25 liter, so water is there. Or if you purchase some oil, how many liters oil, 2 liter, 3 liter, 4 liter, like this. So liter is the when we measure the oil, water, like this 1 liter, 2 liter, 100 liter, 500 liter like this. So when we measure the water and oil, we use this unit called as liter for L. L is the when we measure the these things. Okay. Then after that, if you measure the small things, like suppose 100 ml oil, 20 ml oil. So ml means milliliter. It's a small liter. So if you have large quantities, then we like water or maybe oil, we use as a liter. But it's below liter. Suppose you have 20 ml oil or 30 ml, 40 ml like this. So ml is the milliliter for small. When we measure the small quantity, means water or maybe oil, water maybe, we use as a ml. Okay. So 20 ml oil, 20, 30 ml oil, like this we can say. Okay. Okay. Now we will revise one again. When we use these kind of units, first things, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. When we use centimeter, suppose if you want to measure books or pencil, what is the length of pencil, what is the length of books. So these kind of things, if you want to measure, we used centimeter. When we used millimeter, when we want to know the thickness of the chalk or thickness of the pencil, these things we used as a millimeter. Okay, it's a very important, it's a units. Centimeter, when we measure this board, blackboard, then this clock, whatever, the small things, if you want to measure, we use the centimeter. Then the compare the centimeter, there is a smallest unit, millimeter. So I told you when we use millimeter. Okay. Then next one, meter. When we used it as a meter unit, no. Suppose nowadays we used ready-made pant, no, ready-made pant, ready-made shirt. But in olden days, means previous days, the people are used only for they are newly purchased cloth and they give to tailor, they made shirt or pant. So when you purchase a dress, no, shirt and pant, we need to, they measure meter. How many meter required for making shirt? 2 meter. For me, myself, 2.5 meter required for shirt. Then pant, 1.5 meter required. So when we measure the dress, okay, then building height, then if you want to find the classroom length, 20 meter, then 50 meter, like this. So these kind of things, if you want to measure, we use as the meter. Okay. Then centimeter, I already told you, 1 centimeter, 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, that I told you. So centimeter, when we measure the books and pencil, small things. So there is a ruler, it has I think 30 centimeter. So we can measure small things like duster, so we can measure small things, we can measure like this. So centimeter. Then kilometer, we cannot use a ruler when we measure the from Nanded to Pune. Example, Maharashtra to Karnataka. We cannot use this ruler. It's a small unit, no? So that time we used kilometer. This is the highest measurement of when we measure the length, no? It's the highest unit when we measure the length. Okay. So kilometer, 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay. 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. So these three things is very important. We want to know when we measure the any things or distance. Okay. These things is important. Then second thing, we want to learn when we purchase a wheat or rice or a cement, everything weight, no, cement 50 kgs, okay, then water 500 liters, means yes, wheat 25 kg. How much you purchase? 20 kgs wheat this month I purchased. Then 25 kgs rice I purchased this month. Then 2 kg apple, then 2 kg banana. So we can purchase this weight. When we purchase, no, that time we use these units like gram, kilogram. So 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. This gram, this unit, when we use, when we use small things. Example, I already told you, if you purchase chili or ginger, we do not purchase clove in clove, 2 kgs, 3 kgs. We purchase only 20 gram or 50 gram like this. So gram we use in when we purchase small things, but kilogram we purchase when we use large things like 25 kilo, then 50 kgs like this. Okay, these things when we measure the weight, so we use this 2 units, gram, milligram, kilograms. Okay, then when we measure the water and then liquid item, whatever may be, 20 ml, 100 ml, it's a smallest unit, milliliter. Okay, milliliter is smallest unit. Then for 20 ml parachute oil I purchased yesterday. Then 50 ml I purchased parachute oil, whatever may be. So when we use this small unit, then we use the milliliter. So 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter. Liter which is the highest units when we measure the liquid item like water, oil, like this. So what? How they tell? Like today I purchased 2 liter oil for cooking oil. Then today I purchased water in 25 liter can like this. So 25 liter. It's a unit of liter. Okay, water like this. So these are the 3 types of units when we measure the distance, when we measure the kilo weight, when we measure the in liquid items. So these all of the units is very important. So just you remember, keep in memory when we will see some example sums. So we will use these units. Okay, students, we know the units of length. When we measure the length, we use the units centimeter, meter, kilometer. Okay, so now we use that units and we solve this sum, kilometer. Okay, so they given some question. A bus started its journey and reached different places with a speed of 60 km per hour. 1 hour the bus crossed 60 km speed. Okay, 60 km per hour like this. The journey is shown in figure. So this is the diagram. Okay, so bus is started from here A. Okay, then B, then reach the bus B. A to B 4170 km came. Okay, then after that bus goes to C. B to C 3410 km. It reaches to this kilometer. Then after that the bus reaches to D. For C to D 2160 km. Then D to E 8440 km. Then after bus reaches F 4830 km. Then after bus again goes to G, it 2550 km. Then after reaches A. So the bus starts from here, again reaches to A. So they given each and every place distance. So now they ask some question. First question: find the total distance the bus covered from A to D. From A, bus started to A up to D. How much distance the bus covered? So how to find? So from A to B, 4000 km, then 3410, then 2000. We have to add these 3 numbers. I think you can add, no? So this question you know how to give answer. So just you add 4170 plus 3410 plus 2160. So that's that result is the answer of first question, A to D. Okay. That second question, find the total distance bus from D to G. What is the total distance D to G? So this also just add 8140 kilometer plus 4830 kilometer plus 2550 kilometers. Just you add these 3 kilometer. That answer is the answer of second question. Okay. Third, find the total distance bus covered from A to A. Just you add all the numbers from A, 4170 plus 4410 plus 2160 plus 8140 plus 4830 plus 2550 plus 1290. Just add all the numbers. That result is the question 3. Okay, then fourth question, find the distance different distance from C to D and D to E. So this is a subtraction. C to D, first we have to subtract C to no. First we have to add C and D. C, this is from A to B this distance, B to C this distance, C to D. So C to D 2160 kilometer, then D to E 8140. What is the difference? Now you have to subtract from this to this. First you put this number, it's a big number, no? 8140, then downside 2160. If you subtract this, approximately you will get 6000 something, okay? So you just subtract this. Subtract and that result is the answer of this question, okay? Then fifth question, time taken by bus to reach. Actually, what time taken the bus reach from A to B? Now this is the important things. We have to calculate from the bus A to B how to the what time reach the bus. It means you have to divide that. It means already they given 60 km per hour. Okay, they given 60 km per hour. So the kilometer 4170 km. No. So what I will do? 4170 km from A to B. What is the distance? A to B. What is the kilometer traveled bus? 4170 km. So we need to find out how much time. So how much time taken? How much time taken? They given 60 km speed the bus is going up. So we have to divide by 60. So 60. So you have to divide. So if you divide, finally you will get some answer. No? So that much time. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or 10 hours maybe, like this it will come. So 10 hours the bus reaches from A to B, like this. Then after that B, C to D. C to D 2000 km, no? So you have to divide again 60. So you will get some number, no? That is the answer for D. So this 4 hour, 5 hour, or 10 hour maybe, like this. So 10 hour the bus reaches from C to D, like this. So then E same like this. The total journey, how to calculate, no? You just add all the kilometer, then divided by 60. Then you will get total journey. That is the answer. So just do this sum. If you have doubt, I will tell you. Okay.